Alright, so we've arrived safely. Check my recording. We're good. Now, we have the merchant to deal with here. Could speak to Jolee. I'm not going to just yet. We'll save that for the next stop, which is going to be Yavin. Trying to get all the busy work done in one go, you know. Not going to be here very long at all. I think what we'll do is I'm just going to throw HK and T3 in there. You don't take them out very often. They probably have level ups. They do. And take care of that right now. Level up HK. Skills. Alright, he can do most anything except repair. I think we will give him demo. For feats, it's another one. We give him another rank in toughness, or we could give him another rank in heavy weapons. It's an extra +1 vitality point at each level up, retroactive for all the previous levels gained, or we can just make him better with heavies. I don't know how many more level ups he's going to have after this. I think we'll just do toughness. I don't really need this, because we've already got his main weapon that he's going to be using from here on out, the Mandalorian Assault Rifle. So, if I get another one, then I can throw it into heavy weapons. Oh, he's got another level up, look at that. Attributes. What's he at, though? Probably another point in Dex, then. There's nothing else I can put it in. He is a ranged user, so skills, awareness, persuade. Is that all? Yep. Good there. Accept. Good stuff. All right. T3, level 14. So we're at 16. We've all got 2 levels that we can gain. Until the end of the game, I should say. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, get all of those even, and then awareness. Yeah. Feats. Feats wise, I don't know what we should give him. He's got his pistols, he's got his 2-weapon fighting, we give him caution, give him bonuses to stealth and demolitions, or computer use and security, which I think is going to be the one. We're going to give him +1 to computer use, security, and repair. Gearhead. Okay. Level up. Another attribute point. Okay, so... And he doesn't really have any off modifiers here, so we'll just dump it in Dex and hope for the best. Skills. Computer use, security, repair. We will stog that one away for awareness as the next level up. And accept. There we go. Alright guys.
What?
Let's, this way? Head over to Mika Doran, I believe it was, that we have to meet. What the hell was that? Excuse me? I heard an explosion. How odd. Oh well. He's in the cantina, I believe. What happened over here? Our contact lures is gone. Disappeared into the ether. Dak is still kicking around. Random Rhodian. No, I don't need you guys. Toll app car, I think we dealt with him before. Let's go and talk to Mika.
宇宙は便器
Welcome again, Sentient. It is always a pleasure to serve the owner of the Ebon Hawk. It reminds me of old times. Is there anything you are needing now? Zyagorm says you sell special items. Yes, to the right buyer. Traditionally, the owner of the Ebon Hawk has been the contact for all my transactions, but in the past, the owner was always affiliated with the exchange. That was why Zyagorm did not approach you earlier. We had no idea who you were, or if we wanted to do business with you. Of course, that has all changed now, Lord Revan. I'm not who you think I am. I'm not Darth Revan anymore. No? Zyagorm's information is never wrong. Are you saying that you don't want revenge on your former apprentice? Are you saying you don't plan to kill Malak? I will stop Malak and the Sith, but not for revenge. In truth, your reasons matter little to me or my partner. But we do believe in your power. We believe you will bring Malak down, and we want to help you in our own small fashion. What kinds of things do you have for sale? Yes, let's get right to business. I carry only the rarest of items. Expensive, yes, but worth every credit. Weapons, armor, equipment, I carry a little of everything. The previous owners of the Ebon Hawk would often resell the items they purchased, but in your case I can imagine that you may find more than a few of them quite useful against your old apprentice. Before we get to that, do you know a lot about the Ebon Hawk and its previous owners? I know very little about the owners of the Ebon Hawk. Most were affiliated with the exchange, and they only revealed enough to enable us to do business with them. The ship itself is very well known, especially here on Korriban. Some say it's the finest smuggling vessel in this sector. Others say it's a cursed vessel, bringing doom to its owners. Cursed? What do you mean? None deny the Hawk is a fine vessel, with a long history of successful smuggling runs to its credit, but the owners have not fared nearly as well as the ship itself. That's true. Take Davik Kang. He was the last owner I knew of before you. His home world was the planet Terrace, the world the Sith utterly destroyed. If you would call that a fortunate occurrence. Even if Terrace hadn't been destroyed, would Davik still be around? Seems doubtful he's sold the ship to you. And I know Davik didn't buy it from the previous owner. I don't believe in curses. Yes, I suppose a Sith Lord has little time for curses. You're probably far beyond such things. In any case, I meant no offense. I'm only telling you what I know of the Hawk's reputation. Is there anything else you're needing from me? Let me see your premium items. Yes, of course. I'm sure you'll find my selection to be very interesting. Alright. Right. Life support packs. We've already seen those. Verpine Fiber Mesh Armor. Defense bonus of 8. Max Dexterity bonus of +3. Raxus Nule. Had plans of planetary conquest in the wake of Sith aggression. Though eclipsed by recent events, the Jedi saw the pirate jailed and his Verpine stockpiles auctioned. Okay. How the hell this thing wound up here, I will never know. Bonded and Alloy Heavy Suit. We've seen this before, and I think I used to own one until I sold it because we found replacements since then. Jerkin Kelta's Power Suit. Defense bonus of 10, resists cold 10, resists fire 10, sonic 10, upgradable armor, Aided by armor like this, Driggan Kelta had no combat equal, so his enemies tried more exotic attacks. It was a Gaxon brain slug left on a pillow that proved his undoing. Oof. Yeah, thermal detonators, we've got some of those. Stabilizer mask. Immunity to mind affecting saves all +2. This is a very good mask in the game, incidentally. Probably the best one there is for in the vanilla version. This mask uses microbursts of electricity to regulate the user's mental patterns. It effectively fortifies both mind and body against attack. I would buy it, but I think I can pick up an immunity to mind affecting on an implant if I get lucky enough to get another feat before this game is done. So I'm not worried about that. Saves all is nice, but it's not 8,000 credits nice. Moreover, I don't like the look of masks in the game in general, and I'd rather just not wear one. Interface visor. I think Mission has one of these? Question mark? Or maybe we already have one? Let's see. Interface visor. Interface visor. Yes, we have one already. No need to read it. Dominator Gauntlets. Oh my goodness. Yes, 22,000 credits for a +5 in strength. Definitely worth it. 100% worth it, but that's such a lot of money. Such a terrible amount of money. Maybe later we'll come back, but not now. Working prototype of the huge technological advancement in power gauntlets, the Dominators give the user unparalleled strength and power. Power! Unlimited power! I can't do the voice right now. I'm a little bit shot. Been recording a long while. Verpine prototype shields. These would be nice. Again, they're very expensive right now, so maybe not. Adrenaline Stimulator. Saves all +4, dexterity +2. That's so good. This belt endows the wearer with hypersensitivity to their surroundings and dynamically improves reflexes and reaction time. Would be great for Karth, or practically anybody, really. Mission. That saves all is really nice. Cardio Power System, Constitution +4. This implant increases the cardiovascular recovery rate and pain tolerance of the wearer, giving them almost supernatural stamina. A level 3 implant. There's a Gorgulin reaction system, +4 dexterity. This implant hyper-stimulates the nervous system of the wearer, significantly improving both reaction time and hand-eye coordination. Navardin Regenerator, regeneration of 2. This implant gives incredible healing powers, allowing wounds and injuries to heal in mere seconds instead of days or weeks. Maybe something like what Kenris has. An armor reinforcement. Durasteel reinforcement is a complicated armor application that increases protective qualities. The modifications require a workbench with adequate tools, and armor of high quality marked as upgradable. I'm going to buy both of these, because I always buy upgrades. Energy cell as well. I tend to always buy all of the upgrades, so we're just gonna buy those. Get us a beam splitter as well. This and the hair trigger, why not? Got some Pazak cards here. Got another vibration cell. Yeah, why not? Bonding alloy, sure. All that's got. We got a little under 60k right now. We've got Pazak cards ±1, 2, 3, and 4, and I'd have to go into my my Pazak deck to bring up my notepad to see what we've got exactly. Suppose I can do that while I'm here, because there's a guy that plays Pazak just over there. I can check out whether we need another one of these before we go. Not gonna buy anything else from here yet. We're gonna wait until we figure out what Yavin has going back. What was completed? Premium Merchant. You have been told by Zyagorm that there is a special merchant on Korriban in the Cantina of Drushday. Talk to the bartender Mikadoran and he will let you see his premium goods he has for sale. So that's done. Right. A bunch of new items that we just picked up. Have to add those updates to the list of things, or rather, dump them in all the stuff that we need. Upgraded. Words are failing me. Alright. Toll Apgar.
Uchu Afenki.
Greetings once again. Might you have a Bazak tech? I would be most interested in some idle entertainment sentient. Yeah, sure. Let us begin. Let's take a look at our hand. So he had like 1, 2, 3, and 4, I think, right? You get the +3 and the +4 from him, and that would get us up to max on those. We don't have any ±5s. That's interesting. We've got enough of the other ones. We need the 5s. We need an extra 6. These are all good. We need to get a we need -1s and we need -5s. For some reason we haven't found any yet. So 3s and 4s, if he has any of those, we can try it. But for now, let's play. Yeah, we lost 1 credit. That's fine. You guys don't have anything else to say, do you?
Nice to see you again. Hold on to that hawk. It'll do well by you.
Yeah.
Our ship will be ready soon. Then it's off to Coruscant for a week or so.
You guys have been gone for like... I've been gone for like a year now. Not in game time, mind you. You're still here. I've heard a disturbing rumor, Revan. A hunter matching your description is reported to have slain a crate dragon on Tatooine. Please tell me it wasn't you. It was me. Why? I do not mean pry, Revan. But the crate dragon is a fierce and deadly beast, a monster even one of your power would be smart to avoid. If something should happen to you, if you are injured or even slain by such a beast, then Malik will never be toppled. I can look after myself, thanks. I suppose if there's anyone in the galaxy who could reasonably expect to survive such an encounter, it would be you, Revan. But if you are going to continue with such reckless escapades, I would strongly recommend you stock up with weapons and armor from my inventory. Yes, indeed. Alright. Go back and pick up one of these. And one of those. And that'll do. Thank you very much, sir. Right. That's it for Korriban. Get the hell out of here. Quickly dump those parts into our armor and weapons, and then we'll blow Korriban again. We didn't get anything for the lightsaber, so... Good on Canderous. Good on Bendak. Not good on Karth yet. Zalbar. Okay, so... Karth... I don't know who's using what right now. Zalbar might not even... Yeah, Zalbar doesn't have his stuff equipped. What would happen if we dumped this in here? +3 attack modifier, 3 to 12. As opposed to whatever Chundar's is right now. This might wind up being better than whatever the hell we have on T3. I don't think it will be, though. Alright, well, we'll put it in Zalbar for now, and we'll compare it with Chundar's. Do anything there. Melee. Baccha's Blade, we're good. Mission's Vibroblade, stick that in there. +1 extra energy. What else does that do? Oh, just an extra energy, I think. Yep. Assemble. Prototype, good. Armor. Good. 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 Alright, let's compare and contrast. Zalbar. You have 3 to 12 +4 physical, +2 attack modifier. If we give you Zalbar as bowcaster, it's just... It's got a better attack modifier. It's got a much better critical threat, I think, than Chundar's. Or does it? Yes. Much better chance to crit off of that, so we're gonna give Zalbar actually 7 to 16 though. 3 to 12, 7 to 16. Better crit chance. Would I rather do more consistent damage, or would I rather do better total damage? Actually, yeah, I'm gonna just keep him with Chundar's, I think. Let's instead yank that out of there. I think it's this one. Stick it in Karth's. Let's see, T3. Alright, so 5 to 10 on this Bendex Blaster, plus 3 modifier, plus 2 modifier. So Karth's Blaster is just worse. In every possible way. Okay, forget it then. Mission won't actually benefit from equipping that, certainly not. Okay. Forget it. It's a good looking gun on her. Nice. Alright. Let's go to Yavin. And then we'll actually be able to think about spending money again. I've been kind of stockpiling up until this point. So take a merry jaunt over there. I should probably check the recording. Yep, we're good. Yavin. Let's go and have a chat with Jolee first before we leave the... Oh, you know what? No. We'll have a chat with Jolee on the station itself, I think. Okay, so we'll add Jolee, and I think we'll bring Canderous. Alright. Trying to get everybody leveled here. So I'm dragging out different people every time we go to a different planet. Let's start with Canderous here. Level up. Skills. Level 15 soldier. We'll go with treat injury for his skills. And he's got feats. Canderous doesn't have a whole hell of a lot that he's really going to be able to take advantage of past this point. I could give him another round of rifle, you know, maybe into rifles. That's what I'll do. Just in case we find a better rifle that he can use rather than the repeating gun he has now. Yeah, that'll do. Except, he's got another level up. Attributes. We'll go with dexterity to get that to a nice even number. D20 system, you always want even numbers or you don't get the bonuses attached to them. Unless you've got the gear that can get you up to the same rank. Okay, so demo for skills, for feats. Yeah, he's got nothing else that we could go down into here. We could give him dueling, but he's not fit for that. We could give him 2-weapon fighting. That doesn't affect anything. Both of these only affect one-handed weapons, swords, and the like. Give him a better power attack, give him better focus towards melee weapons, or take the bespoke route and give him more conditioning, better saving throws versus stuff, I think. That's going to be the thing we do. We're just going to keep going down there as we level up. He has another 4 levels to gain, so we might get there in the end. We'll see. We should be able to get there in the end, I think. Alright, Jolee, level up. Attributes. It's rare that he ever gets attributes. We're going to go with Wisdom because he's our Consular. Gonna be able to spam those force powers and make them nice and potent for us. We will go with Treat Injury, I think. For powers, I'd like to get him an offensive power, so it's gonna be Force Wave. Kit it out. We've got enough crowd control, sort of, but I don't like Stasis Field to begin with. I find it kind of ugly or boring, visually boring to look at, I suppose would be the terminology. Why in the hell did they bother giving him Effect Mind? I guess they needed him to have that for the prison break scene to make it make more sense, if we happened to have gone that route. After that, we'll do Stasis Field and Valor, probably Valor over Stasis Field. He'll have plenty more to level up. He's got another four levels in him, so we should be able to fill those out. That's it. Good.
What?
Let's proceed and see what Suvam has in store for us. All these doors. I'm not sure why these are here, gameplay-wise. I know why you'd have them. You know, obviously all the airlocks to the space station. You'd want lots of doors in between any of these thin sections in case something goes wrong, but still. Huh. I expected other people to be here when I arrived. Spoilers. But, yeah, it's a lot better seeing you than those Thrandushans. Maybe it's not until after the next map. Anything I can do for you? What do you have for sale? Yeah, you have... Ooh, this one is really nice. I'd like to get Canderous this. Upgradable too. It's just so good. That's going to be something we'll probably buy for Canderous. Yeah, there's just a lot of really nice stuff here. We don't really want to spend money on it though yet. Those are really nice as well. Light exoskeleton for mission. That's really nice as well. +1 to dexterity, +1 to strength. I'm not sure her Bandit's fiber armor might actually be better than that. At least with the defense bonus anyway, but we'd have to see. It's upgradable though. Ooh, very nice. So, how about we have a little conversation with Jolee before we go? Yeah, right by the bay window. I think that'll be a good setting for it. Jolee?
Got something on your mind, dude?
Would you care to talk about the war now? Seems a fitting place for it.
Not particularly.
No time like the present, though.
I suppose you're going to nag me until I cough it up, aren't you? Nothing is private anymore, it looks like. There's no escaping it, I guess. So be it. My wife's name was Nayama. She was the Yukatis enforcer who shot me out of the sky, if you remember.
What does your wife have to do with the war, though?
My wife had plenty to do with the war. Upon meeting her, I knew right away that she was strong in the Force. That's why she was able to shoot me down.
Oh yeah,
Nayama
clearly.
was a marvel of a woman. Fiery, determined, smart. She dragged me to the capital and foiled 3 of my attempts to escape prison. Oh, and that body.
This war you mentioned, though.
Well, yes, that. Needless to say, I eventually won her over. That was after I kidnapped her upon being broken out of the Yukatas prison, mind you. But, that's another story entirely. At any rate, I wanted to train her in the Jedi way. The Council refused my request, naturally. I was still a Padawan at the time. I was an experienced Padawan, surely, but not yet ready to be a full Jedi, and certainly not ready to train another. Especially not one so old as my wife.
And what did your wife think of all this?
Nayama was intrigued by the idea of becoming a Jedi. She liked the idea of power too much, perhaps, but I certainly didn't see that at the time. I believed in her and trained her in secret. I ignored her willful nature. I loved her too much to see fault in her. And she loved me too. I know she did. At the time, our love was a shared bliss, better than anything I had known before or since.
Revan knows the feeling. So what happened between you two?
XR Kun is what happened. Nayama was inspired by XR's promises of a new golden age. She wanted to join him. She came to me, pleading with me to throw aside what she called the decrepit trappings of the Jedi, to join her in XR's war.
So she had fallen to the dark side.
I hadn't thought so, not right then. I was too proud to believe that of her. I had trained her myself. I loved her. I pleaded with her to reconsider, to think about all that she was throwing away, to think about what she would become. She would have none of it. Finally, in frustration, she attacked me. She drew her lightsaber and attempted to strike me down. It was a scene being repeated everywhere throughout the galaxy. Pupil against master. In my case, it was a long and terrible battle, but I defeated her.
You didn't kill her.
No. I had her at my mercy, disarmed and defenseless. She looked up at me and she knew. She knew I couldn't do it.
I don't think I could have either.
But I should have. Sometimes I convince myself otherwise, but it's no use. She had fallen to the dark side when she raised her saber against me, and I let her go. To my shame, she went on to kill many Jedi during the war, until she herself was slain in the final battle. I grieved for her death, inevitable as it was, even as the Jedi Council put me on trial for my actions once the war was over.
They put you on trial?
I had trained Nayama against their wishes. I had failed to kill her when I had the chance, and she went on to kill others. Not to mention that I had remained a Padawan throughout the war. A formality, perhaps, but with a trial, it had to be decided if I was worthy to become a Jedi at all. It was a travesty, of course. I told you that even the Jedi were capable of great injustices, didn't I?
So, that's the source of all this bitterness. They found you guilty.
Not at all. They found me innocent, even though I deserved every punishment and more. They let me go. Mitigating circumstances, they said. I deserved compassion, they said. They said I had learned wisdom the hard way. For all I had done during the war, they wished to raise me to full Jedi status at long last. That was when the Jedi left me. That was when they failed me.
You're wrong, Jolee. You did deserve compassion.
For my pride? For my cowardice? Which do you think is the act more befitting a Jedi? They may have been able to forgive me. I could never forgive myself.
And you still believe love is worth the risk?
Yes, I do, I suppose. Does that surprise you?
No.
It is all so long ago, lost in the winds, I suppose. Nobody cares what an old man believes anymore, do they? Let's continue on with the task at hand. I would prefer to think of the present today.
Revan cares. Let's read that journal entry. You successfully convinced Jolee to talk about the Sith War, how his wife turned to the dark side, and how he ultimately abandoned the Order for not holding him responsible for her actions, as he held himself. You might be able to ask him more about his past a little later once you've gained more experience. See, the sad part about this is Jolee is rejecting the forgiveness the Jedi Council bestowed upon him. Similar to the sin of rejecting God's grace here, he's it's a cope. That's ultimately what it was. That's why I said it a couple episodes ago, was that he was wrong once, he trained her, and they warned him not to do this. They said, this will lead to ruin, don't do this. He did it anyway. What happens? The Jedi were correct. She fell to the dark side. And now he goes back, he stands trial, they put him on trial, they find that he is worthy of forgiveness and that he has learned a valuable lesson. And again, they're correct. Yet again, he denies them. That's hubris, folks. That's, you know, there's no other way to put that. They put this in the game to make us consider the way the Jedi operate. There's some sort of flaw in there, but really there was no flaw. They picked a good man. Jolee is a good man, even though he doesn't want to admit it to himself that he has his own flaws, but it still doesn't stop him from being a Jedi. He's still a Jedi. He's just wayward, kind of in rebellion against his masters still at this point. But you know, I wish there was a way to actually debate him on that in game, because it kind of leaves an open spot. You're kind of forced to take that perspective as to take his side in the matter as a party member, which I guess isn't a bad thing. It should obviously be an option, but no, I don't think he's right at all. I think he's wrong, in fact. But he is right about sticking to love. I think he's an interesting character in KotOR, probably one of the most interesting characters that the game has. I can not think of any others that would be better. Maybe the guy standing right next to us. Maybe he has something to say now that we've leveled him up, incidentally.
Yeah, what do you want?
Nothing more for now, Canderous.
Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right. Yeah, what do you...
Nothing.
You...
Yeah. But the only other one that might give him a run for his money would be Bastila. Perhaps Canderous and perhaps Karth. The rest of the crew, though, don't stack up, I don't think. Well, that's this place taken care of. I came here too early. I guess it was after the next star map that we were going to have access to Sivam's final tier of his shop that's been added in this DLC. So let's get the hell out of here. We're done. We're off to Manon. Our final star map. And on to rescue Bastila after that, hopefully. And I do think that is going to do it for today's episode, though, everyone. I'm going to just get myself to the cockpit here, and, yeah. Next episode, we head off to a new planet. Hope to see you all there. I hope you enjoyed this session. It was a little bit more scattered, and not a whole hell of a lot of action, but it's kind of one of those interim periods where we had to sort out a lot of dialogue between all of the characters, and all the loose ends in between areas. So next time will hopefully be different, though. Knowing Manon, maybe not. Anyway, I'll see you soon, everyone.